questions from you guys. First question is from Sophia, 16 from Pembroke Pines. This is for Lily. She says, Lily, who do you draw inspiration from for your film and your fashion?
Inspiration for the film. I think, first of all, obviously, I loved Clary, so I loved reading the books, so I kind of just drew most of it from what was written on the page, because Cassandra, I think, has written it in such a brilliant way that she gives you everything you need on the page. But also, having been a fan of the books, I think every one of you girls has Clary in them, so I think it's all about getting inspiration from the fans like I was, and everyone finds empowerment from different places. And I think being confident as a young woman can shine through in so many different ways. And so even seeing you guys here and seeing how excited you were, it helps with the sequel and bringing out new forms of Clary. So thank you.
I think it's so cool to know that at one time you're one of these guys reading the book, and now you're in the film sitting here.
I know, it's weird. No, it's amazing. It's a huge honor, and you know, I still can't quite believe it. It's really, really cool.
That's awesome. Next question is from Sydney from Naples for Jamie. What was it?
Wait, Naples is in Naples, Italy?
Naples, Florida.
Oh, right.
No.
I was going to say, that's a long way. That is a long way to come. That is a long way.
There's going to be some screaming on this question. Would you like to guess what word is in this question?
Vulnerable?
What was it like filming the greenhouse? What was it like filming the greenhouse scene with Lily?
Horrendous. I hated it. No, I'm kidding. I mean, like, for me, it's the moment that Jace opens up. It's the moment that he shows his true colors. It's really important for him. Thankfully, you know, Lily's like super chill. The whole crew are like super tight. So it was nerve-wracking for me because it's the moment that is really poignant in the story. But everyone was really helpful, and it ended up being a really, really pretty scene. And the music underneath it as well. Like, we were listening to the soundtrack yesterday whilst we were shooting, and every time I hear that come on, I get really weepy. Like, I get quite sad. So, oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I have a heart too. Yeah, I have a heart.
All right, next is from Terry and Thomas from Miami. This is for Kevin.
Hi, Terry.
Kevin, if you could choose to be a downworlder, which would you be?
Warlock!
Probably a warlock.
I think they like that answer.
I guess so, yeah.
All right, next, this is from Ned from Miami. This is for Lily. Did you read any of the Mortal Instruments books before acting in the movie? We know you did. Have you read them all up to this point, all 5?
No.
I will be honest.
Hasn't read any of them.
I will be very honest and say that I read the first one before I was cast. I continued to read, but we got closer to filming, and I didn't want to cloud my mind with too much information because I wanted to go on the journey with Clary and discover new things, and I didn't want to remind myself of what I'm not supposed to know, because as an actor I knew my future, and as Clary obviously you don't. Incest.
3 cheers for incest.
I think this is the only movie where that, for some reason, yeah, Star Wars, but a modern generation that you say that word and people go, it's like so weird.
I've never heard incest get such a warm reception.
For all you parents out there, I promise it gets explained. I promise. Don't make that seem... Just think of Star Wars. No, but I really was a big fan, and I just want to continue going on that experience with Clary, and I don't want to get too muddled about which book comes in what order, and you know.
All right, next, this is from Esther. This is for Jamie. Whose idea was it for you to keep and show off the Morgenstern ring? We love seeing it on you.
It was my idea. I always like to take little mementos from when I leave jobs. Generally, it's like we get these sort of like really. How many? Yeah, we get these terrible chairs. I was going to swear there, but there's kids and stuff around here. We get these chairs on set, and they have like our names on the back, and it's cool, you know. It's cool. Like I'm a kid from London, like that's dope. But so I wanted to take something a little more from this job. So I took the ring because it's such an important part of the movie. It's such an important part of the book, and you know we only had 3, and I asked the producers if I could have one, and you know it means a lot to me. This whole film means more to me than a lot of stuff that I've done. So I wear it every day just to remind me of how lucky I am.
That's awesome. He's got it on right now. All right, next from Stephanie in Miami for Kevin. In what ways can you relate to Alec?
You love me.
Yes, I do. I love Jamie. Not in that way. I mean, you know, I think any time you play a character, you have to find some, you know, semblance of yourself in the character. I think Harold, the director, cast us all